Thanks for sticking around Upper Michigan today. We're back with Dan in hand talking about My Sister, which premieres tonight at the Marquette Regional History Center. We will have those details for you in a moment. But, you know, I just want to go back to chatting about the Upper Peninsula as a place for the film industry to boom. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's booming right now, but I feel like it could be. I mean, so many great locations. We've got 4 seasons, sometimes all in one day. Yeah. So I mean, you've got that going for
Well, that
production.
could be a problem, or that could be a...
You could play into
either way.
Make it work. I feel like Upers, that's what we do. We're resilient. We just take what we've got and we roll with it.
True.
So, I mean, you mentioned that you filmed at your mother's house. You filmed on some railroad tracks. What was it like scouting for scenes and for this film?
It was fun. I spent kind of an afternoon one day kind of going around and checking. I had places in my mind, being familiar with the area. So that was fun, and kind of fitting where your character was at certain points. And when you see the film, I think kind of each setting gives an idea of where her character is coming from. So again, like that visuals, especially the wonderful visuals up here, you have a lot to choose from to kind of help tell whatever story or whatever position your character is in. So that was kind of fun going around, and we pretty much settled on locations pretty quick. We didn't waste too much time.
No, yeah, we
besides
started
just
at
the hiking.
lake, and then we went to Negaunee and hiked around a bit. And
2 lakes.
2 lakes.
Not 2 Great Lakes, but 1 Great Lake.
Teal Lake and Superior, right?
Yeah, 1 Great Lake and 1 really good lake.
No, it's Teal Lake's great, yeah.
She did not to Teal Lake.
Well, it's not great. It's not great.
Hashtag very good lake, Teal Lake.
Very good lake.
Yeah.
We're just doing all the hashtags
We're doing all
today.
the hashtags.
Hashtag never stop learning.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is Hollywood? I think that was probably one that was discussed over the break. But I mean, what is Hollywood? When Upper Peninsula totally suffices for filming. I mean, you mentioned that you kind of originally set out to do this in LA, but it ultimately happened here in the UP. Did that, I mean, apart from the scenes, did that change the type of film, or how this film, do you think, will be like perceived and received by the audience?
I think it changed the film quite a bit, and really for the better. I mean, people like to say things happen for a reason, and that's true sometimes, and sometimes it's not true, and sometimes we just make it better. But that was really high-pitched there for a second. I'm going to stop that now. But yeah, the nature, the water, the waves keep coming in, the changing of the leaf colors all kind of fit into that. And there's just so many stories that could be told up here. You can put all different types of genre stories in movies and in this setting, and it's something like you've kind of never seen. And, you know, I think it'd be great if more things were shot up here from, you know, Hollywood or the studio types, but also, you know, that they're having a rough time there with a lot of business stuff, not the other stuff. But independent filmmaking now is the time where it can kind of come back up, and local artists and anybody with a camera. And Nate over there, he's making a movie right now inside of a TV show, which is very meta.
It's so meta.
So meta. And I just kind of want that to happen. So if we can inspire some people who are thinking about it and be like, well, what's there to lose? Let's make some stuff with our friends and build a little film community, as well as I want to keep coming up here and making things and grow it and make things bigger and bigger, and we have plans for another thing, and that's kind of my plan. And I just like working with people and creating, and you know, it gives me the opportunity not just to have something in a script, but be like, hey, look, I can make this into a thing, and I think an okay thing.
I mean, the Upper Peninsula is a really great place. While we continue this conversation, let's roll some pictures from the film. I think these are stills from the film. You'll see some of those locations, those elusive railroad tracks. You know, when we're talking about independent filmmaking, that is something that I've always been interested in. But when I think filmmaking, I think big bucks, big dollar signs. Is that true, or is that something like there's workarounds? You can do it with not having you know, expensive equipment.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of times having less resources makes you more creative and forces you to come up with different ideas. And so you don't need big bucks. I mean, even in Los Angeles, I knew plenty of people who did low-budget filmmaking or ultra-low-budget filmmaking, and that kind of frees them from, you know, a system that would require you to change your script, or we don't like this character, or we don't like that, change it. So there is anybody can grab their phone nowadays and go out and make a film and edit it on their computer and slowly kind of grow, assembling more and more equipment, which I've kind of done, getting more cameras and getting more lenses, getting more audio equipment. I recently just kind of am working with a composer on another film I did, because I don't do music. I'm not music.
That's one thing you
inclined.
don't do. You write, you act, you direct.
I don't do musicals. We'll leave that to Han. And I can't play music. I can't sing. I can't jump anymore. We don't need to go into things
Well,
I
you
can't
gotta
do.
leave jobs open
Yeah.
for other
Everyone
people
else,
too.
yeah.
You can't do it all.
No.
This has been a great conversation. We are going to pick it up. We have to take another commercial break, but we're going to share the details of tonight's film premiere when we return.